One of my favorite experiences of the year this year was going to the War Tour. Adam Calhoun's War Tour with Hard Target, Dusty Lee, and Simple Man. I absolutely loved the experience myself. Thought it was great. Thought it was a great time. It was really cool to see how these people that I react to and listen to their music all the time, and I've started kind of building relationships with, see how they perform, see how they mingle with their fans, just kind of get a picture of what it is. You know what I mean? I really enjoyed that experience. Now, one thing that really intrigued me at this show was, you know, Adam came out, he was killing it. He performed really well. But one of the things that intrigued me the most about this show was there was a song that he was about to perform that I had never heard before called Klonopin. He said, I hate this song. I don't want to perform this song. But if y'all want me to perform this song, I will. What do y'all think? Everybody in the crowd went, yeah. I was thinking to myself, well, if he don't want to perform it, you know what I mean? But everyone's like, yeah, perform it. So he was like, all right, I'll perform it. The crazy thing is, this is the first time I've heard this song. The crazy thing is that was realistically, like, in that moment, I was like, this is one of his best performances of the night. Now, he had a lot of great performances. And if you're fixing to go to the show, you don't want if you don't want the set list to be known or anything like that, man, close your ears. But, you know, that along with White Boys, along with Crazy White Boy, man, those were like top-notch moments for me. Like, I thought he killed all of them. But that Klonopin performance stuck with me, bro. Like, even after I left there, I was like, why doesn't he like that song, bro? That it was sliding. And everybody in there was like heavily relating to it. So, you know, I've been asked to react to this song since I've never done a reaction to it. And I'm not super familiar with it outside of that moment. So I hit up Adam today and I was like, hey, bro, I'm fixing to do, you know, people want me to do Klonopin, man. Why don't you like this song? First of all, if he doesn't want me, like, if he didn't want me to do it, like if it was something along those lines where he just hates it to that level, I don't want to do it. You know, I don't want to put that out there. But he hits me back and he was like, actually, because of this tour, after that stop, every time I do it, people walk up to me and they tell me what a difference it made for them and how much it affected them and how much they love it and how much they appreciate it, which has made me grow to appreciate it even more. But the reason that he hated it or didn't want to do it was because of how personal it is for him. That's like the real deal. So we're fixing to get into like real, raw, not putting on, not making anything up. Like this is Adam. This is Adam. So I found that to be super intriguing, man. And I thought that it was dope of him to perform it. I thought it was I was looking at the crowd a little bit funky, but you know what I mean? I thought that was dope of him to perform it anyway, because he knew that it would touch people and he knew that, you know, people respected it and loved it. And that's who Adam is. And that's part of what I loved about going to the War Tour, was getting to know Adam on that level, or seeing Adam on that level. So without further ado, if y'all are ready to get into it, let's do it. Let's get into this Klonopin. But before we do, if you're new to the channel, make sure that you hit like, subscribe, and join. It helps the channel grow. I would surely appreciate it. Thank you so much. And without further ado, let's get into, baby. Oh, dope concept, bro.
Some depressing shit. Let's try it out.
All right.
I let things build up, and I don't know how to let shit go. I guess I let it go till it explodes. My mind's fucked up, I lost control. Lines get crossed like electrical. Probably something wrong with my mental. I never thought I'd let it come and get my soul. I'm too far gone, never come back home.
And that's anxiety right there. That's a large piece of anxiety right there. I let things build up until I freaking explode, bro. Like, I'm cool. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to bring these issues to light. Just gonna sit on them. I'm gonna sit on them until I can't sit no more, bro. I'm gonna sit on these until I just blow up. And then it's a problem for everybody. And then the anxiety starts to kick in because you're like, but then whenever I explode and I start going off on everybody, then like that demon in me comes out, and I like might have to apologize for that later. Or I might have to try to change later, and I don't want to have to go through that either. And then that buildup gets to going, you know, and then you're starting to think about all the what ifs, and that structure of anxiety is dangerous. So, you know, a lot of doctors just say, if this is your nature, if this is who you are, take this pill. And a lot of people get hooked onto these pills without even realizing that they're becoming addicts, that they're getting addicted to a substance, that they're relying on the dependability of the drug to handle their problems for them, essentially. And I think that's why Adam hates it so much. It's because he is, you know, he's a gym guy, goes to the gym, he runs, he fights these demons every day. And I know for sure now he doesn't need that to do it. But knowing what that crutch feels like can be a danger all within its own. Trust me, I know, I'm an addict. That can be a crutch, or that can be a danger all within its own, just knowing that crutch is there. If you ever got to fall back on it, you can fall back on it. So if those demons start getting too loud for you, or if you ever just feel like, I don't even want to deal with it anymore, and then some of the reasons, like some of your motivationals around you start to, you know, maybe leave you, or somebody might pass away, or whatever it is, these, you know, people that you have put in place to take care of in their motivational pushes for you, if those people start to fall off and you don't really feel that sense of motivation anymore, you might turn back to your crutch. You might turn back to your crutch. And if I can just be honest, as men, I think we should stop bottling stuff up. We should stop, like, just be quick to the punch. Like, even if you sound stupid, sometimes I've made myself look like a jackass many a times. Bro, I'm pissed off that you did this. Why would you be pissed about this situation? Where those are some of the situations where I should just think about it. I'm like, oh, I'm tripping. You know what I mean? But I would rather apologize and just be like, I'm tripping, than to bottle stuff up, because I'm a whole different breed of an animal whenever I start bottling stuff up. I am. I am a man of grace, forgiveness. In my 30s, I have grown into a turn the other cheek type of guy, done enough battles, fought enough fights. You can have it. You can have it. I want to serve the Lord. That's who I am. It's who I am at this point. But if I start bottling stuff up again, and if I start, you know, leaning into that old me just a little bit, there's a whole different breed of Nelson, you know, and I don't want that person to show his face. I don't want that demon to come out. I'm at peace with God. I'm in trust with the Lord. I feel like my purpose is being fulfilled and driven. That's a way better feeling than a pretentious badass, like, what, you know what I'm saying? So I feel him here, you know, I feel him here, because if you're the type of person that bottles up, and I've grown to know that really is who Adam is. If you're the type of person that bottles things up, it can be dangerous. It can be dangerous. So anyway, man, let's get back to it. I'm gonna rewind it a little bit.
Let it come and get my soul. I'm too far gone, never come back home. I'm white, so you know I never had no problems. Hold up, wait. Yeah. I'm white, so you know I bet I'm the problem. Came from the bottom, came from.
I understand that too. That's a frustrating. Oh man, that's a frustrating topic, dog. Oh my God. I've had people, bro. I have had people that don't know me from a can of paint that have spoke to me and told me to my face, well, you had it easy, bro. You're white. Come on. That's crazy to me. That's nuts. And who I am today is like, all right, you can have it. You can have it. That's who I've become. I've become the you can have it guy. You can have it, bro. I'm cool. If you want to have a conversation, I'll have a conversation any day. But if you like, You get all, you got your mind made up. It's how you feel. It's who you're going to be. You can have it. I'll still have the conversation with you, but you can have it. Like, I don't feel the need to prove to you anything, right? I guess, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. But it is frustrating. You know what I mean? I go through that now, even on YouTube. Like, oh, he's the sweet Christian guy. It's the Christian choir boy, That's not who I like. That's who I aim to be. Don't get me wrong. I would love to be that. That's a compliment to me. But that doesn't mean that you can walk over me and think that you're better than me or tougher than me or harder than me in any way, shape, or form. Like, that's garbage. That's ridiculous, So I get it, I get it. That's that feeling of like, I guess, because I'm white, I ain't been through nothing. I don't have to fight every day for what I get. Meanwhile, you're underprivileged, but you'll get some Ozempic and shoot it up in you so that you can lose weight. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, bro.
I'm a broke home, what the fuck's a father? Mom must have shot him, dad didn't want him. He could do without him, drink another bottle, smoke marijuana, take a Klonopin. You can hear a pin drop when I get pissed off. I don't want to talk, I just want to ball my fist up. I don't want to calm down, I don't want to listen, rather throw fists.
Listen to who he's telling you he is now. Listen to him when he tells you. You can hear a pin drop when I get pissed. I'm not here to speak. I ain't here to talk. All I want to do is ball my fists up. It's a dangerous place when I'm pissed off. But all the same, like, and this is part of me just talking back and forth with Adam so much, man. He is a good dude, like a loving, caring guy. Like today, I just met him, but today he is a loving, caring, family first, country first father. Like, it's a good guy. And when you're a good guy like that and you feel like people are pressing you and you don't want to take it there, but yet your first reaction is still balling your fists up and you can hear a pin drop. What I'm trying to say to you guys, man, is like, that's like a battle that goes on inside men, men who have come from nothing and made something of themselves, or just men who were underdogs that people thought would never succeed and now they've made it. And the issue is when you get to the top of Mount Everest, listen to what I'm about to tell y'all, man. Listen, when you get to the top of Mount Everest, people just look at you up there and they say, he made it look at him. He's up there on Mount Everest, man. I could probably be at the top of Mount Everest one day. That's cool, I guess. They don't know about that battle it took to get there. They think that you took an elevator to get up there. No, it's a climb. I got to grab every rock. I dropped down a couple of times, had to grab myself and pull myself back up with all my strength just to get to that second step. And now that I'm here, who are you, dog? Who are you to tell me anything about anything? That's life, though. That's the way people perceive things and look at things, because we live in a microwaved generation that, looks at TikTok and swipes up every 5 seconds. It's what we live in. It's our society. So understand what he's saying here. The frustration isn't necessarily because I can't beat you up. The frustration is coming from, I am doing everything in my power to hold that back and to hold it in, because that's not who I want to be. But you're pushing me to it, constantly pushing me to it. Oh, I feel it.
Pin. You can hear a pin drop when I get pissed off. I don't want to talk, I just want to ball my fist up. I don't want to calm down, I don't want to listen. Rather throw fists and get a conviction. You know what it is, put that shit back in prison. I don't need a lecture, this shit's depressing. Me venting is probably the best thing. I'm white, so
Facts.
I'm white, so
Facts, bro. Facts.
I'm white, so I never had no problems. Hold up, wait. I'm white, so I bet I'm the problem. Came from the bottom. They tell me use my words, be careful, watch what I say. I say fuck that shit. Oh, by the way, I'm not okay. Stop.
Hey, yeah, they tell me, hey, be careful with what you say, man. Choose your words carefully. No, I'm cool. I'm gonna say what I want. I'm gonna feel how I feel. That's why he appreciates his fans so much, bro. Because when he started doing this, he started to realize there was a lot of y'all out there. There was a lot of y'all out there that relate to this, that feel this. And he feels a sense of relatability to you, and he loves you. Shout out to Adam, bro.
In a cage, let me explain what it feels like being out on stage. Whole bunch of people shouting my name, so hard to breathe, got a mountain of pain. They drive from all over to shake my hand or give me a hug. That drives me crazy that a stranger actually gives a fuck. I'm not big.
Think about that. Yeah. Think about that for a minute though. Like that's nuts. Like, how could you care so deeply about me? You come all the way out here, pay this money just to come and shake my hand and hug my neck, when I just feel like I'm just a regular dude, bro. That's real. You know, that's real. And it drives him. He's saying right here, like, drives him up a wall. He's like, I don't even comprehend it or get it. I don't even comprehend it or get it, but I appreciate you for it.
And I'm just saying this shit actually sucks. My fans act better than the people that I actually love. Why don't I feel life? Because I feel like
he just said it right there. That it makes him feel like his fans are better than the people he actually even loves. That's hard, bro. That's hard to me. I think I think this is super dope because he's really being vulnerable here and really letting you in. He's really letting you know who he is. I wonder how people took this and perceived it when it first dropped. I really do, man.
Why don't I feel life? Because I feel like if I don't take my pills, I ain't gonna feel right. Motherfuckers talk shit.
I gotta pause it every 2 bars. I feel like, because if I don't, if I don't take my medication, I don't even know who I am. I don't know who I become. That's like when I got clean and I got off all my pills and I got off of the H. I got off of the amphetamines. When I got clean, bro, I had a real hard time trying to figure out who I was. I had a really difficult time with that. Part of it was beautiful because I felt like I could be anything. But the majority of it was very scary because here I am with a wife and a kid, no job, going back to school. I don't know who I am. I don't know who I'm going to become. All I know is I'm passion filled. I'm passion driven, but I don't even know what to do with my passion. I don't even know. Like there were times when I first got clean off of the drugs, bro. I'd probably been off drugs for like 3 months. And there were times where I would literally like sit in a chair, like go take a shower, get ready for the day. And I didn't even have the motivation to go and take a shower, bro. I just didn't. It's like, for what? It ain't gonna feel good. I'm not high. I would enjoy it so much more if I just had a couple of pills. If I just had a couple of pills, bro, I don't even got to do the H. Then your mind starts wondering. I don't even got to do the H. You can have the amphetamine. Just give me a couple of pain pills. You know what I mean? And then I can feel good when I go and take a shower. I can feel like I'm fresh. I can feel like I'm dope when I get out the shower. All over a shower.
I don't really feel nice. I feel like y'all scared like some field mice. Feel like I might go psycho, driving down the road with my eyes closed, dealing with a different kind of white boy. Real shit, no vanilla ice though. I'm white, so
And all the while, like, let me get this off too. You're dealing with a whole different type of white dude, bro. This is not Vanilla Ice with the MC Hammer pants on, bro. Like, I'm really from the streets. I really lived this that I'm talking about. Back in my day, I really was that. So it's very, and I do my best today to not be that, right? Feel what I'm saying here. Understand what I'm saying here, y'all. I do my best today to not be who I was. And it's like all y'all want from me is to become who I was. And I do my best today to not be that. And not just that, but I don't want to have nothing to do with that person, the old me. And I'm really trying to develop into this person that I have betrayed myself to be. And it's like all anybody wants to do is step in front of me. Like, you want the old me to return. You want the old me to come back. It's a very frustrating situation, man, especially when it happens frequently. So when all these people, like when you start talking about how you're cut from the same cloth and you come from the same thing as me, that pisses me off too, because no, you don't. And you're taking away from my effort. You're taking away from my credibility by insinuating such.
I'm white, so
It's a good song, man. I understand why it resonates with people so much. I do.
Dad didn't want him. He could do without him. Drink another bottle, smoke marijuana, take a Kalana.
It's a great song, honestly. It's a great rap. It's a great record, man. And it's very relatable to people like me and to people like you. To people like you as well. But I get that it's frustrating too, like when there's people that have like this fake sense of relatability, like they love Adam so much, they love what he stands for so much that they say like, oh, this is hella relatable to me too. And then they make it up in their heads that it's relatable to them. And really, they've never even lived that life or been a part of a story like that or any, you know what I'm saying? So that's the type of thing that can frustrate you as well. And I get his frustrations. And I understand why he doesn't necessarily want to perform this song all the time. But I also understand why you guys love it and resonate with it so much. I guess I've just got to a point in my life where, to me, like I've created this image in my mind, like turning the other cheek is gangster to me. That's hard because it's actually difficult to do, especially when you come from the environments I come from. Like turning the other cheek is very difficult for me to do, but I've learned to do it. And I think that I'm also somebody that I need to feel challenged. I need to feel like I'm attached to a goal that cannot be compromised. And I have to reach that goal. So I take small steps to get to these goals. So it's constant. It's constant. It's the only way to fight those demons in my mind. And I think that he's the same. That's why he goes on these long runs and works out and goes to the gym too. It's nature. Whenever you feel like, whenever you were prescribed to a pill that took care of your problems for you and you start trying to come off of that pill, these are the types of thoughts that you have to face. These are the type of battles that you have, and you have to figure out new ways to overcome. Shout out to Adam. I love this record. I think that this record is dope. I do. But yeah, I think that extending grace, extending forgiveness, showing mercy, that's the new gangster to me. That's the new hard to me. And that's what I strive to be. I strive to be this man that I talk to y'all about on this camera all the time. But behind the scenes, I'm still just an imperfect, super imperfect, messes up all the time human being that's just striving. The person that you see is my goal. And that's the person that I want to be. And I drive myself crazy trying to become that person. And I suffer sometimes. And sometimes I really struggle with it. And, you know, ultimately, I do think that God blesses it. But it's a hardship all within its own, you know. So I relate to this pretty heavily, actually. Shout out to Adam. Thank you, bro. Thank you for making music like this and you know, caring about your fans to the extent that you would perform it, even if it was something that kind of takes you back to a bad place or, you know, resonates with you in a difficult way. I just want to say salute and thank you for performing music like this, bro. That's dope. So, yeah, shout out to Adam and shout out to you guys. Thank y'all for coming through. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the subscriptions, the memberships. Man, I still can't believe sometimes that I even have this thing that I do on YouTube. This is a dream of mine. So thank you guys for helping my dream to come true. I appreciate y'all so much, man. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'll see y'all on the next one. All right. Peace.